Hey there, this is Dead Rockstar from Modinformer.org bringing you another episode of Mod News for the week of May 15th through the 21st. Starting things off with a list of mods released this week, Action Half-Life 2 version 2 was released on May 20th, the North Quadrant version 2 for Freelancer was released on May 19th, The Labyrinth for Amnesia was released May 18th, Battlefield 1918 for Battlefield 1942 was released May 18th, Lauren for The Elder Scrolls Oblivion was released May 15th, StarCraft 2 mod for StarCraft 1 was released on May 15th, and the Real ACOG Reticles for Stalker Shadow of the Chernobyl was released May 16th. Colors, the first Portal 2 mod to hit ModDB, was released May 14th. Colors is a series of 4 maps designed for single player or multiplayer, featuring custom textures, sounds, music, and of course, puzzles which focus on cooperative puzzle solving. Fuel Refueled released a patch for version 15.3. Version 15.4 adds several common sense tweaks like decreasing off-road driving resistance and increasing weight values for larger vehicles, and gives some muscle cars the ability to pull wheelies off the starting line. Now I really want there to be a black charger in Fuel. Synergy posted a new update on ModDB. This is the first since February of last year. The update checks us in on what they're doing. They're adding a new weapon and new maps, and they've also added a forum, so go check that out. I'll post a link below. The 50s released a media update on May 15th. In the update, they introduced 6 new team members for the 50s, including Crazy B2000, Rohale, Own Nerd, Robert, The Mike, and our very own Ian Weiss of Modinformer. The actual media update includes gun models, several gun renders, a model for a dumpster, concept art, and a bottle of Coke. Speaking of Coke, if you're wondering about the story behind it, we recently interviewed the 50s not too long ago in our first podcast, so I'll be putting a link to that below as well. The indie game Amnesia gets the Desura spotlight this week. Amnesia recently released an update and Desura has added mod support for it, and along with the mod support, 4 mods were added. And along with that, there's a competition supported by Frictional Games to see who has the best Amnesia story. So far, the mods for Amnesia are The Labyrinth, La Casa, The Estate, The Curse of Brewer Manor, and Cannibalism. So, if you have Amnesia, go check those mods out and help the developers find some bugs, and get ready to vote for your favorite Amnesia mod on the Frictional Games forum. Last on my list, but by far not the least, is Duke Nukem Eternity 1.3. For those of you who don't know, Duke Eternity is a 6th-level episode for Duke 3D. Duke Eternity updated on May 19th, and this newest version brings us a new monster, a minigun, a new model for the laser gun, a trophy system, civilian rescue bonuses, end-level stats, and food now heals when you eat it. If you're keeping up with Modinformer, you'll know that we recently did a podcast featuring an interview with the 50s. In the podcast, we called it The Modinformant, but we've also been suggested the name of Mod Talk. I figured I would let you guys pick the name. So, what's it gonna be? Modinformant or Mod Talk? Along with that, we're taking applications for writers. Some experience is nice, but not needed. We're mainly looking for writers who have interest in mods besides source and gold source mods. We also have a position open for people who want to do mod plays. The only requirement for that is that you know how to get the job done. So, comment here about either of those jobs and we'll talk about it. One last announcement. If you haven't yet, visit our group on ModDB. We'll be releasing links to all of our updates on the website, and maybe some exclusive stuff. That's it for this week of Mod News. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe, and visit modinformer.org.